Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, has once again found herself at the center of controversy following the announcement that her luxury lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, will be adding a rose wine to its product lineup. This move has sparked widespread criticism and ridicule from various quarters, highlighting the ongoing challenges Meghan faces in her post-royal entrepreneurial endeavors. American Riviera Orchard, launched earlier this year, was initially positioned as a high-end lifestyle brand focusing on home goods, kitchenware, and garden-inspired products. The addition of a rose wine to the brand's offerings marks a significant expansion and has raised eyebrows among critics and supporters alike. The announcement of the rose wine came through a carefully orchestrated social media campaign, featuring aesthetically pleasing images of sun-drenched vineyards and elegant wine glasses filled with pale pink liquid. Meghan herself was featured in a promotional video, discussing the wine's notes of strawberry and subtle hints of coastal breeze, a description that quickly became fodder for online mockery. Critics were quick to point out the irony of Meghan, who has previously spoken about the importance of mental health and well-being, promoting an alcoholic beverage. Some accused her of hypocrisy, while others saw it as a cynical attempt to cash in on the lucrative wine market. The backlash against Meghan's rose venture has been swift and multifaceted. Many critics have accused Meghan of lacking authenticity in her business ventures, arguing that her foray into the wine industry seems disconnected from her previous public persona and advocacy work. Social media users have been quick to dig up past interviews where Meghan discussed her preference for red wine, questioning the sincerity of her sudden passion for rose. Some have raised concerns about cultural appropriation, noting that Meghan, who is not of French or Mediterranean descent, is capitalizing on a product deeply rooted in these cultures. This criticism echoes previous controversies surrounding the Duchess's brand choices and public image. Environmental activists have criticized the venture, pointing out the carbon footprint associated with wine production and distribution. This criticism is particularly stinging given Meghan and Prince Harry's previous statements on climate change and environmental conservation. The anticipated high price point of the rose has led to accusations of elitism, with critics arguing that Meghan is out of touch with the average consumer, especially during a time of economic uncertainty for many. Despite stepping back from royal duties, Meghan's actions continue to be scrutinized through the lens of her former royal status, with some arguing that entering the alcohol industry is unbefitting of someone who was once a member of the British royal family. Industry experts have pointed out the already crowded market of celebrity-endorsed wines, questioning whether Meghan's entry is necessary or innovative. However, despite the widespread criticism, Meghan has her defenders. Supporters argue that she has every right to pursue business ventures of her choosing and that the backlash is disproportionate and often rooted in sexism and racism. Some see Meghan's venture as an example of a woman of color breaking into a traditionally white and male-dominated industry, arguing that her success should be celebrated rather than ridiculed. Defenders of the brand emphasize that the focus should be on the quality of the product rather than the celebrity behind it, with early reviews from wine experts, while limited, being generally positive. It has been reported that a portion of the proceeds from the rose sales will go to charitable causes, although specifics have not been released. Supporters argue that this charitable aspect is being overlooked in the rush to criticize. Some business analysts have praised Meghan's strategic thinking in expanding her brand into a lucrative market, seeing it as a savvy business move rather than a vanity project. Meghan Markle's rose venture cannot be viewed in isolation but must be understood within the broader context of her post-royal life and career. The wine launch comes on the heels of Meghan and Harry's high-profile deal with Netflix, which has produced mixed results. Some see the rose as another attempt to diversify their income streams and establish independence from the royal family. The reaction to the rose launch reflects the ongoing polarization of public opinion regarding Meghan. She remains a divisive figure, with actions often interpreted very differently by supporters and critics. The intense media scrutiny surrounding the launch highlights the ongoing fascination with Meghan's every move, bringing both opportunities and challenges for her business ventures. American Riviera Orchard is still in its infancy, and the rose launch can be seen as part of a larger strategy to establish the brand's identity and reach. How this particular product fits into the overall brand vision remains to be seen. Meghan's business activities are often compared to those of other royals, both current and former. The Rose venture has drawn comparisons to other royal-adjacent wine businesses, such as Chateau Marable, once co-owned by Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. The entry of Meghan Markle's Rose into the wine market has potential implications for the industry. Meghan's venture is part of a larger trend of celebrity-endorsed wines, and industry analysts are divided on whether the market is reaching saturation point or if there's still room for growth in this segment. The rose market has seen significant growth in recent years, particularly in the premium segment. Meghan's entry could further fuel this trend or potentially lead to market saturation. Early indications suggest that American Riviera Orchard will use a direct-to-consumer model for wine sales, potentially disrupting traditional distribution channels. The launch strategy heavily relies on Meghan's personal brand and social media influence, potentially setting new standards for celebrity product launches in the wine industry. As sustainability becomes increasingly important to consumers, especially in the luxury segment, how Meghan addresses environmental concerns could influence industry practices. As the dust settles on the initial announcement, several questions remain about the future of Meghan's Rose venture. The true test will be in the sales figures and consumer reception once the product hits the market. Will the initial controversy translate to increased sales, or will it deter potential customers? How will the addition of wine impact the overall direction and perception of American Riviera Orchard? Will it remain a cohesive lifestyle brand, or will it evolve into something different? The success or failure of this venture could significantly impact Meghan's public image and her future business prospects. How she navigates the criticism and potential challenges will be crucial. If successful, Meghan's Rose could inspire more celebrities to enter the wine market, potentially changing industry dynamics. The extent and impact of the promised charitable contributions will be closely watched, potentially influencing public perception of the venture. In conclusion, Meghan Markle's decision to add a rose wine to her American Riviera Orchard brand has undoubtedly stirred controversy and ridicule. However, it also highlights the complex challenges faced by public figures transitioning into new roles and industries. As the product moves from announcement to market, it will face the ultimate test of consumer acceptance. Whether Meghan's Rose becomes a successful addition to the celebrity wine market or serves as a cautionary tale in brand overreach remains to be seen. What is clear is that every move Meghan makes continues to be subject to intense scrutiny and debate, reflecting her enduring impact on popular culture and the business world.